we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Colts going up against the Cardinals. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And from the 9-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Let's go! Green!
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go!
Now a carry here for the fullback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And here's a look at the starting offense. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
yardage. Okay.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Play action. They'll throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Fielded at the 33. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of... Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It took them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Colts are in for 6. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll go on the ground, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Back to throw again. Coleman has it here right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for someone to throw to. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away. $10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 34 yards.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so they can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's three levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second down following the run. He'll drop to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust, and this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. A good pickup there of 22.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. So 3 seconds here remaining. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. Another pistol look here. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Set. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a Wildcat look. Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're running with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Deep in the red zone. This was 4-down territory from the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll make it 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught by OBJ. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went nowhere.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
The one running back is Gurley. Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Deep drop. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave three out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. look to throw now on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And some room to work. And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Now, you talk about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. And the back goes into motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On the give, this is their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
So out now come the Cardinals. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. There's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
Check, boom, landed. No, check, Patriots. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. You're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. You just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we're talking about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up.